Angelina Ballerina, a dance of friendship. Well done, my darlings, explained Miss Lily at the end of ballet class. Now, before you go, I have some news. The mouselings gathered around Miss Lily. I am sure you remember Anya Mousowski, who visited us from Decovia last year, said Miss Lily. Anya is coming to Chipping Cheddar this summer to learn ballet. Oh, Alice! Angelina squealed, and as she grabbed her best friend's paws and spun her in a circle. Isn't that wonderful? That evening, Angelina pleaded with her mother to let Anya stay at their house for the summer. Please, Mom, said Angelina. She won't be any trouble. Of course she won't, said Mrs. Mouseling. But where will she sleep? In my room, Angelina insisted. She went over to her father and tugged his arms gently. I want to share my room. Angelina's room was a bit crowded with two beds, but Angelina was too excited to care. We're going to have the best summer ever, she said when Anya finally arrived. We'll share everything. Angelina tucked Anya's book beside her own on the window sill. She cleared some space on the nightstand for Anya's picture of her parents, and she pulled a pink tutu out of her closet for Anya to wear to ballet class. Thanks, Angelina, said Anya, but I've never done ballet before. What if I don't fit in? Angelina put an arm around her friend. Don't worry, Anya, she said. I'll look after you, I promise. At ballet class the next day, Anya worked very hard to follow Angelina's steps. You dance so well, Anya, explained Alice when the music ended. It's as you've been doing ballet for ages. When Miss Lily asked the Mouselings to choose partners to make up a special dance, Angelina was worried. Would Alice be hurt if Angelina danced with Anya? But Alice didn't mind at all. And Anya had a wonderful idea. She and Angelina would dance the story of kingfishers. It's a Decovian story, explained Anya, about two kingfishers who are good friends and stayed together their whole lives. How lovely, said Miss Lily. A dance of friendship. She pulled the two mouselings into a warm embrace. Angelina and Anya practiced their special dance every day at ballet class. Anya's steps soon became as graceful as Angelina's. Anya, you are doing so well, Miss Lily said when the partners finished their dance. Then Miss Lily pulled Angelina aside. The Decovian Ballet is coming to the Theater Royal again, said Miss Lily. I think it's a good idea for me to invite Anya this year, don't you? Angelina was terribly disappointed. Miss Lily always took her to the Decovian Ballet. It wasn't fair, but Angelina could say was, yes, Miss Lily. Good then, said Miss Lily, patting Angelina's shoulder. And tell your mother I'm looking forward to dinner tonight. That evening, everyone fussed on over the Jacobian dinner that Anya had helped prepare. I'm going to show Mrs. Mousling how to make cheese souffle too, Anya said to Miss Lily, who sat across the table from her. Angelina sighed and played with her food. She wished she could think something else to talk about. Then she spotted the kingfisher costumes hanging in the corner. What do you think of our costumes, Miss Lily? Angelina asked brightly. They're beautiful, said Miss Lily. Anya is learning ballet so fast, she said to Mrs. Mousling. Soon she'll apply to the Jacobian Ballet Academy. Anya, 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 thought Angelina miserably. Why wouldn't everyone stop talking about Anya? After dinner, Angelina found Anya sitting in the dark bedroom, staring at the picture of her parents. She looked lonely, and for a moment, Angelina felt sorry for her. And then Angelina realized where Anya was sitting. That's my bed, Angelina snapped. Anya jumped off the bed in surprise. Oh, she said, but I thought we were sharing everything. I'm not so sure now, said Angelina. Jealous, angry words tumbled out of her mouth. I'm tired of hearing about how talented you are, Angelina cried, and how great Decovia is. Maybe you just have stayed there. When Angelina woke the next morning, she was feeling sorry for the way she had acted. But when she turned to apologize to Anya, Angelina saw that Anya's bed was empty. Angelina raced downstairs to the kitchen. Have you seen Anya? Angelina asked her mother desperately. No, said Mrs. Mousling. Isn't she in your room? Angelina rushed out of the front door without answering, but the sound of the telephone called her back. Oh, hello, Miss Lily, said Mrs. Mousling into the receiver. Anya's at your house? Good gracious, I had no idea. Minutes later, Angelina sat, her head hung low, in Miss Lily's parlor. She was too ashamed to look at Miss Lily. I'm very disappointed in you, said Miss Lily. How would like to be away from your parents for such a long time? I wouldn't, Angelina answered in a small voice. Oh, I've been so mean to Anya. Please, may I see her and apologize? Of course you may, said Miss Lily. She disappeared down the hallway, and Angelina waited nervously in the parlor. But when Miss Lily returned, Anya wasn't with her. I'm sorry, said Miss Lily gently, but Anya doesn't wish to see you. Perhaps you can speak to her at ballet class. Angelina's heart sank. Would Anya ever forgive her? At ballet class, Angelina spotted Anya across the room, talking with William. Angelina took a deep breath and then hurried over. But Anya wasn't happy to see Angelina. I don't want to dance with you, Anya said frostedly. I'm dancing with Alice. After class, a very sad Angelina trudged home beside Alice. I just wished she let me apologize, said Angelina. Alice felt terrible. I wished I could help, she said. Anya wants to practice down by the river with me wearing your costume. So that way we'll feel like real kingfishers. Anya stopped in her tracks and smiled thoughtfully. Now she knew just how to apologize to Anya. Angelina dressed in her kingfisher costume and hurried down to the river. Anya was already there. Hi, Alice, Anya called. Angelina breathed a sigh and a relief. As she took her starting position, Anya didn't recognize her. On the count of three, the mouselings began to dance across the grassy river bank. They fluttered apart and then swooped back together, just like real kingfishers. They dipped low and rose up again, wings outstretched. When the dance ended, Angelina pulled off her mask. I'm sorry, Anya, she whispered anxiously, hoping Anya wouldn't be angry that she had been fooled. Anya was silent for a moment and then burst into tears. I'm sorry too, she cried. She threw her arms open wide. Then the two friends hugged each other. Weeks later, after leaving the Theater Royal, Angelina and Anya sat together in a bus seat, chattering excitedly. Wasn't the prince amazing? Asked Angelina. Oh, yes, said Anya. Thank you, Miss Lily. It was the best show I've ever seen. Miss Lily, who was seated behind the two mouselings, leaned forward. And to think, she said, my darling, Angelina's believed she wasn't going to the Jacobean Ballet this year when I had 3 tickets all along. That evening, Anya started packing her things because tomorrow she would return home. She handed the pink tutu to Angelina. Oh no, Angelina insisted. Keep it. What's mine is yours, remember? She said warmly, and this time Angelina truly meant it. The end.